In this video, we will learn how to compare two strings, as well as I'll explain you what does it mean by palindrome and also explain you how to find whether a string is a palindrome or not. So first, let us look at how to compare two strings. So for example, I have taken two strings here, like one is painter and another one is painting. So if you look at these strings, P, A, I, N, T, till here they are equal, and here E and I, they are different. So that's what we need a method to know whether these are same or different, whether two strings are same or different. So let us see how to compare them, then I will show you what should be the result. Let us start. For comparing them, I should scan one letter at a time from both the strings. So I will take I here and J here. Now using this first I and J, I will check first alphabet. Yes, it is same. Both are capital P. Yes, exactly same. The next, move I and move J. These are also same. So in this way, I should move ahead if they are same, right? So these are same. Then compare with N, N, they are same. T, T, they are same. Then I moves here and J moves here. Then here if you see, it is E, but it is I. So they are not matching. So no need to continue further. If any one alphabet at corresponding locations it's not matching, then two strings are not same. Yes. Then answer is they are not equal. Okay. But we can also tell which string comes first in dictionary, which comes next. So the one comes first in the dictionary is a smaller string, one comes next is a greater string. So if you check this, which comes first? E comes first. E comes before I. So the ASCII code of E is less than ASCII code of I. So we can say that this string is smaller than this one, right? So even this can be greater than this one also, right? In our example, this is smaller. So here we can compare two strings and the result is whether they are equal, or the first one is smaller or first one is greater. Now one more thing. See, this was the example where the strings were not matching. If they match, then what happens? If they are matching, then what happens? Let me change the string and show you. See, instead of this is painting, this is suppose it is painter. It is painter. Then definitely we'll have /0. Right? So let me continue. I here, I, J here, both are equal. Yes, continue. Right? Both are equal. Yes, continue. I will increment and J will also increment. Now we should stop. Why we should stop? Because we have reached /0, right? We have reached /0. We should stop our procedure if we have reached /0, and if both are at /0 means they are matching because they are equal. /0, yes, they are equal. Now earlier I was pointing here and J was pointing here, right? So these are not equal, so we will stop here, and this is painting /0. They are not equal, so we should stop and check. They are not equal. Yes, they are not equal. Then first one is smaller than this one, so we should say first one is smaller. If suppose you have a bigger alphabet here, then say first one is greater. That's all. So the procedure will go on comparing the alphabets one by one, and when it will stop, there are two situations. If a mismatch is found, it will stop, or any one of the string is ending, it will stop. So the procedure is very simple. I will quickly write down the procedure here. I need I as well as J. Then using a for loop, I can start I also from 0 and J also from 0 because both we are starting from here. And how long I should continue? Unless any one of the string is ending. Any one of the string ends, I should stop. So here I should say that A of I is not equal to /0, that is null character, and B of J is not equal to null character. Then no space, so here I will continue. After that, I should increment I as well as increment J. Increment both I and J. That's it. Now inside the loop, what I should do? I should check if they are matching or not. If they are matching, I don't have to do anything. If they are not matching, then I should stop the procedure. So this loop, if A of I is not equal to B of J, then simply stop from this for loop and say break. come out of this. That's it. Then after coming out of the loop, I should see that whether they are equal wherever I and j are pointing, or first one is greater or first one is smaller. Based on that, I should display a message. So here I will write down the code for that one. See here, if a of I is equal to b of j, print equal. Else, if a of I is less than b of j, then say that first string is smaller, it comes first in a dictionary. So a of I is smaller. So I will simply say smaller because we are comparing the first one with second one. So I will simply say smaller. Else I will say greater. So it means the first string is greater. So this is the procedure. Just using a for loop. See, almost all the procedures on string are just using a for loop. Within a for loop, we have scanned through the entire string. That depends on the length of the string, right? And while scanning through, either we are counting or we are displaying or we are changing the cases or we are comparing. All these things we can do. For that, we have to scan through a string once. So this is the program. Now I have to show you one more thing. See, what if this is small letter p and this is capital letter P. If I compare I and J, then the ASCII codes for this small letter and capital letter are different. ASCII codes for small letter are higher. Then this is your choice. Do you want to say that P is just P? Yes. So it means independent of their cases you want to check, so you can check it. So how to do that? First of all, you should know the case of an alphabet. It's a lower case and this uppercase, right? So you change them into any one of the case, both in lowercase or both in uppercase. Then compare them. This is what you can do if you want to check them by ignoring their cases, right? Otherwise, the procedure what we wrote, it will stop here only. It will not check next character because this is greater than this one, because capital P comes first in ASCII codes and small letter p comes next. So this string will be smaller and that will be greater, right? Depending on the cases of alphabets. So this is how the strings are compared. Now next I will show you what is palindrome and how to check whether a string is a palindrome or not. Let us know what is a palindrome. A string is said to be a palindrome if you reverse the string, it remains same. For example, I have a string here that is madam. If I reverse it, so first write M, then A, then D, then A, then M. So I have taken M, A, D, A, M, madam. So again it has formed the same thing. So if you reverse a string and if it remains the same, then it is a palindrome. I will show you few more strings which are palindrome, like little. If you reverse it, it is little only. Or Nitin, if you reverse it, it is a palindrome. So it's the same thing, Nitin only. This is Aza. If you reverse it, it's Aza. So these are all palindromes. So our problem is, if a string is given, then we have to find out whether it's a palindrome or not. So what is the procedure? See, the procedure is simple. Now we already know few things. So the procedure becomes simple for us. First of all, you reverse copy a string. So if you have a string in an array, then reverse copy it in another array. We have already seen it in previous video how to reverse copy a string. Then after reverse copying a string, you have to compare two strings, right? Compare two strings. Till you reach /0, they will be same only because it's a reverse of a same string and it is a palindrome. So if they are equal, then it is a palindrome. So we have already seen how to compare two strings and how to know whether they are equal or first one is greater or smaller. So we don't want greater or smaller, we want whether they are equal or not. So if they are equal, then it's a palindrome. So you take an array A and take an array B. In the B you copy these elements from A in reverse copy it, then compare them. So reverse and compare. Reverse first step and second is compare. Now one more thing. So this one method I have shown you. Now is there any way other possible? Yes. How? You can compare the strings, same strings. You don't need another array. Same strings start from here and here. Compare. They are equal. So increment and decrement. They are equal. Increment and decrement. This is same only. So stop. If anywhere it doesn't match, then say that it is not a palindrome. So without taking another array, you can compare the same string from the last, right? So it was just like reverse. In reversing we have done it. We have instead of swapping, you have to check whether the alphabets are same or not. So with the second method, without any extra array, you can find out whether it's a palindrome or not. So here, even I am not writing the code how to do that, because we have already seen these two things. So you write down by taking extra array or without taking extra array, both the programs you write down as a student challenge.